You people have been asking for it for some time now, and I have been jaying I because who really wants to tell a Tinder story? Hi, citizens of this wonderful planet. It's your girl Suhaida too, here after a long break to serve you some delicious stories. I know you missed me. You know you missed me. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for one of my juicy tales. You've been asking for it, and finally I have heard thee. We are going to dive into the murky, sketchy, good, bad, and meh stories of Suhaida's Tinder experience. If you already don't know what it is, Tinder is a hot dating app that allows you to match with people you might be interested in. And from there, the rest is history. And I got on Tinder in, I think, 2017. I'm not sure, but it will be around that area. Why did I get on Tinder? Boredom. Yes, I was bored. It was one of these days where I was at home instead of at Tidal Rave because my mother won't let me. And all my friends were away chilling and having a good time, sending selfies, and I had no one to talk to. I was sitting at home bored and decided to try and meet new people. So I went online and did my research, and many blogs recommended Tinder. I went on Google Play Store and it basically said Tinder was an app where you'd meet new, exciting people. So I installed the app, I put on a friendly selfie, I write something crazy about myself. I forget what it was, but something very bubbly. And I start swiping on all these interesting prospects. Then I fall asleep. I wake up the next morning and I have so many likes, so I start texting with people. That's basically how I got on Tinder. On today's video, I'm going to do a countdown of some of the greatest people I met on Tinder and how they've impacted my life. Contrary to all the sad, murky stories you've heard, I can say that Tinder for me was like 80 to 90% a very, very positive experience. I'll be dishing on how I met them, how they impacted my life, and where our relationship is now. So at number one is the first person I ever met on Tinder. He's Indian, so let's call him Raj. Raj actually told me about the second but first most important job I ever got. We hit it off quite well. We met on Oxford Street. I think we had Acheke or something. From there, he told me he was working with an IT company that is a hub of sorts, and that's one of the companies in the hub was looking to hire. And that's how come I found out about my second job. My first job was actually about ending and I was looking for something else. So that came in a really good time. And I found out through Raj. Raj and I went on wonderful adventures together. He showed me Bobri Butterfly Sanctuary, which is just outside Kumasi. It's this beautiful, breathtaking place. He is kind, he's affectionate, he's very smart. He's currently in Kenya. He's worked for huge software giants and he's now working for himself. We still have a close relationship and I hope to visit him both in India and in Kenya. Moving on to my second treasure Tinder find, Christoph. I'm mentioning his real name because he's my best friend and we met I think in 2018 or late 2017. Chris, you watch this, so when you watch it, if the dates are wrong, just put it in the comments below. Chris and I matched around that time. He was in Ghana for an exchange program, but we never met because we didn't really communicate until he left for Germany. When he was back in his country, for some reason, we got more talkative online and we became fast friends. He came to Ghana in September or so and we met each other for the first time then. It was an instant connection. We traveled around Ghana. We didn't finish our tour because my granddad passed away, so I had to rush from Karimenga, a very beautiful hamlet outside of Bolga. I had to rush from there to Accra because of the funeral. But Chris, thank you and thank God for Tinder because we got to meet. Another great person I met on Tinder is my second boyfriend and one of my favorite people ever to quote. Let's call him Jason. So Jason is Australian. Don't come and beat me. I know. I am an international girl, so what you here. So Jason is Australian and we also met on Tinder. He was traveling around the world. He's an artist, he's a musician. So he was looking into like traditional drumming and things like that. He had been to a Buddhist monastery where he stayed for 6 months. He had been to all these. He was also very spiritual. So yeah, he was my borderline hippie soulmate. He used to say, you have to wake up really early to piss me off. And that was the truth of it. You couldn't shake him or his enthusiasm for jack nothing. And I loved him for it. Thanks to Tinder, I met somebody like that who was like a really free soul, very kind-hearted, very generous, super open-minded, my ideal partner. I'll recommend to anybody to like get your boyfriend transcripts from him. I met him through Tinder, and that's thanks to Tinder Santa, basically. The next amazing person I have Tinder to thank for is my good friend Ade. Our friendship would be like a year old really recently. I met him through Tinder, but he's based in the US. I think he's in New Haven. He's my age. He's super interested in anthropology. He's a really good listener. I love talking to him. Thank you, Tinder, for Ade. I'm basically saying. I am hoping that these stories are motivating you to give Tinder a try. I would say give Tinder a try because it never hurts to try to meet new people. We are over 7 billion in this world. Discoveries can be made through people. There are different cultures, there are different talents, there are different perspectives of the world. And if there is a free opportunity of encountering all of that, why wouldn't you take it? I'm just asking. So try Tinder, and I keep saying it changed my life. It can change yours. It's elevated my perspectives by putting people in my path who were challenges, who were blessings, who were good, who are bad, and all of that has come together to make me who I am today. The next person I met on Tinder that was absolutely amazing was also my friend Robert. Robert is Spanish. Yes, I met a lot of international people, and don't come for me about it. I met some Ghanaians, but for some reason they are in another category of my Tinder stories. Ask yourself why they are in another category and they are not in the good friend category. Go and ask yourself that. Where was I? Yes, Robert. He's a photographer. He's Spanish, and he's like such an inspiring person. Robert is in his early 40s now. I think he should be 42 or 43. But if you saw him, oh God, I'm using his real name. Let's call him Julio. I liked his photographs. He was highly interested in the African continent. He had already been to many places here shooting photographs, and he was always interested in coming back. Julio's photography is very investigative, journalistic. He likes to be on the scene where the action is happening. So I think he captured the whole Trump immigration ICE situation. He's doing a lot of work in like creating awareness and spreading exposure on the coronavirus in Spain. I'm really proud of you. And as I keep saying it, if it wasn't for Tinder, I would have never have met Robert. And he's one of the friends that I have had for a really long time. It's been a long distance friendship, but it's been a very fruitful one. He also came to Ghana last year, I think just before Chris. And we didn't get to hang out a lot because he was just traveling around for his photography stuff, and I had a job that was pinning me to Accra. But we got to go to Cape Coast a few times, which was nice. My last two great Tinder treasures, I'm going to tell their stories together because they also met each other and became friends. So we kind of had a throuple situation, a very loose throuple, by the way. I'll call one David and I'll call the other one Moses. David and Moses are from two different continents. They met in Ghana, became really good friends. I met the both of them individually on Tinder. Moses is Indian, really funny guy. Oh my God, made me laugh a million times. I had one of my birthdays in his pool, topless. He's amazing. We don't talk so much recently. I think it's just a lot of things happening. But the other person, David, he is German and he's back in Germany, but we talk every now and then. So these are not the only great people I met on Tinder. There are so many more, but I feel like these are the ones I want to share with you to encourage you to try Tinder out. Like I am saying, I'm not saying Tinder is a rosy place, so it's not rosy, okay? This is phase 1 of Tinder, the good. I have the bad, the ugly, and the meh to look forward to. If you want to get in on the Tinder swiping gig, tell me, okay, so that I make a good how-to video, you know, like how to go about your profile pictures, like how to organize your description, who to swipe is dependent on taste, but then there is also a way to like see who could be a scammer, who could be dangerous, who to swipe, where to meet for the first date, what kind of questions to ask to get an idea of who this person is in good enough time to see whether you have to run away or order the most expensive thing on the menu. So if you want to know all of that, let your girl know. I'll make you a video. I hope you enjoyed this very much, and if you didn't, you just let me know and I'll try and put more salt in it. Please hit the subscribe button. You know it keeps me going and I love to see it. And I hope to come your way next week or maybe this week. Who knows? I'm your sugar girl with another exciting video. Thank you very much for watching this to the very end. It is your girl Suhaida. See you soon. Bye.